I hate dieting. I hate how my stomach feels so empty. I hate that I have to force myself not to eat my favorite foods, and then I don't even lose any weight. I'm sick of feeling anxious about how I look. I can't remember the last time I felt sexy, not with this belly and this flab. I want to feel great in my clothes. I want to feel healthy so I can be there for my family. But every time I try to lose weight, I hate every day of it. And then it fails. I'm afraid it's my fault. I don't know what to do.
That was the most embarrassing and lowest point in Lisa's life, where she was forced to confront her 31 pounds of belly fat that she couldn't get rid of no matter what she tried. But today, I thank God it happened. This led to my discovery of a fat-burning dairy farm loophole so deeply covered up that you've never heard of it, and so powerful that it helped Lisa lose 4 pounds in a matter of days, and then 37 pounds over the following weeks, slimming down her belly, thighs, arms, butt, and hips. She had more energy every day and couldn't stop smiling. Her health improved, and her doctor was shocked at how easily she maintained her blood pressure and blood sugar. Of course, her self-worth and confidence soared. She rediscovered her belief that she deserved to be happy. And her husband and family were so impressed and so quietly proud of the change that she had made. The best part was, Lisa did it without completely giving up ice cream, cake, mashed potatoes full of butter, and creamy pasta. She didn't add any crazy exercise routines or fad diets. And yet, she still lost weight just as quickly as if she'd ran 5 miles every single day. All with this dairy farm loophole, which is not about any sort of exercise. And it's not about starving yourself in the kitchen, because doctors from Cambridge recently showed that 90% of diet and exercise plans fail, which proves that you're not lazy. This is not a willpower problem. It's not your fault. Something else is going on. And I'll tell you what I've come to believe that is. It started with an explosive new report that I saw, which showed how billion-dollar food corporations colluded with government bureaucrats to keep you fat. This isn't some secret conspiracy theory either. Even outlets like Time Magazine and the Wall Street Journal reported openly on this story. See, these government bureaucrats silenced one of the nation's leading nutritionists. But now she's speaking out. Her whistleblowing report has revealed the truth. Thanks to government and corporate collusion, nearly all American men and women are lacking support of a key fat-burning enzyme. And it gets even worse when you hit 40. Yale-trained doctors discovered that without this enzyme, our bodies refuse to burn fat as energy. Even if you're starving yourself in the kitchen and sweating buckets in the gym, it won't be enough. You must have balanced levels of this enzyme, or you won't burn body fat. But the life-saving news is that we're finally seeing a solution. There's one fad diet called keto that some people say will fix this problem. But keto is unhealthy and ineffective, and I'll explain why in a moment. This new, better solution gives you the effect of the keto diet without ever eating a single keto meal. It's gone under the radar so effectively that you've likely never heard of it. But it's so simple to understand and so simple to try for yourself. It's a dairy farm loophole from the heartland of America that makes your body burn off fat like wildfire. So you can eat your favorite foods while you watch your belly shrink down, and show off your figure while you fit back into your favorite clothes. And of course, feel so much relief when you're not worried about your health anymore. This dairy farm loophole saved Lisa's life, and it did the same for tens of thousands of people all over the world.
And I'm literally amazed. I was not expecting these results at all. I didn't have high hopes, just I think because of my failures in the past. I feel more confident. I'm wearing clothes that I haven't worn for a long time. I feel happier. I feel motivated. It's showing in my mood. Everybody's noticing. I started on February 1st, and today's March 1st. I thought I had lost maybe 14, 15 pounds, but it turns out that I lost 18 pounds. I lost 18 pounds in 30 days.
This is going to sound a little bit crazy, but I can actually bend all the way over and tie my shoes. I had to actually put my foot up on something to tie it because I couldn't bend over. Literally, I was just too big and I couldn't do it. And I can't wait to tell you about the weight loss because I was actually 248 pounds and now I am at 169. It's amazing what it did for me.
My feet would hurt after, a few hours of walking. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. I need to lose weight because I know my body is not used to carrying this much extra weight. After 2 weeks, I had lost already 9 pounds, something like that. And I was like, oh my God, it's actually working. So I was really excited. I felt better and I knew that something was happening.
Imagine how it'll feel when you get back the slim figure of your dreams, or how proud you'll feel when the doctor tells you that you're properly maintaining your blood sugar and your heart health. Imagine how nice it'll be to once again feel sexy in your favorite jeans, or to slip back into that dress you thought would never fit again. You'll feel relief wash over you when you step on the scale and realize that finally, the weight is really coming off. And the best part of this dairy farm loophole is that the people who use it keep the weight off, which is great news, because the worst part of fighting belly fat is when you make a little progress and then it all comes crashing down. The weight comes right back. But let me tell you the truth about this dairy farm loophole, and your jaw will drop, because it's got nothing to do with trying to jerry-rig your metabolism. Like I've said, it's not about starving yourself or cutting out carbs or fat. It's not about spending hours in the gym or about jogging all sweaty through your neighborhood. Although a study from Columbia University did show that it burns off weight just as quickly as if you ran 5 miles every single day. Every day you use this loophole, it does the same thing to your belly fat as if you ran for 5 miles. But I have to warn you, it's infuriating to hear how corporate billionaires colluded with government bureaucrats, all to trick you into failing to support a key fat-burning enzyme. Even though these scientists from Yale that I mentioned proved just how vital this enzyme is to shrinking your belly. But these corporations made sure that no matter how hard you exercised or how faithful you are to your diet, you won't lose weight. It put billions of dollars in their CEOs' pockets, and it costs you years of misery and disappointment. That's why I'm going to show you the proof from Yale, Oxford, and the Mayo Clinic that shows this dairy farm loophole from America's heartland and how it optimizes your fat-burning enzyme. I'll show you how this dairy farm loophole explains the strange fact that 9 times out of 10, if you add more dairy to your diet, you'll gain weight. But when you use this loophole, then dairy actually melts away the most stubborn belly fat. Let me help you try out this fat-burning loophole for yourself. Are you ready? My name is Andrea Taylor. I'm a certified personal trainer and nutritionist. I run a gym here in California, which has been awarded Best Personal Training each of the past several years. I'm especially proud of that award because it doesn't just mean that we have the best equipment or the best programs, but that the one-on-one help we give to men and women and the results that they get are the best around. I don't push my clients to look like models. I want them to be healthy. I love to see the confidence boost in people after they start working with us. People come in wearing loose clothes, trying to hide their bodies, and within a month, they're standing up tall, smiling, and chatting. They realize they mean something to us because we love having them. Here's my philosophy as a health professional. I believe you're valuable, and I'll help you better care for your body, mind, and spirit until you believe you're valuable too. This approach has earned me and my gym a national reputation. I've been featured in health magazines like Muscle and Fitness, Flex, Ironman, and Inland Empire. And I've been brought on to discuss health topics in various news programs. Now, when I first heard Lisa's story, it was familiar because I went through my own difficult weight loss journey not so long ago. I still remember vividly that embarrassment and frustration of trying and failing to lose weight, but I found my way out of it. And now I spend every day helping people in these situations. As for Lisa, when she was younger, she could actually watch what she ate and lose a few pounds. But as she got older, no matter how hard she worked, she couldn't avoid gaining weight. After 30, it got a lot more difficult. And then after 40, it became near impossible. She'd plan with her girlfriends to try the newest diet or exercise fad. And then Lisa would watch her friends slim down while Lisa stayed stuck at her weight. Even though Lisa was working out just as hard as they were, her husband tried his best to be supportive, but he also stayed naturally skinny. He just didn't understand. If Lisa was unhappy with her weight, he thought, why didn't she just lose a few pounds? It hurt Lisa, and it hurt their marriage. That he couldn't understand this frustration constantly weighed on Lisa's mind. If she was too tired to take the stairs and instead took the elevator, she'd feel guilty about not being active enough. If she wanted a yummy snack instead of a carrot stick, she'd feel guilty that she was eating too much fat or sugar. When she went to doctor's appointments, her doctor lectured her about her weight. He said she needed to lose 30 pounds, but 20 pounds would be a good start, as if losing 20 pounds was something anyone could do as a simple warm-up. Lisa had tried to lose weight so many times, and so many times she'd felt like a total failure. She didn't know yet about the conspiracy between food corporations and government bureaucrats that failed to support her fat-burning enzymes. She didn't understand that it wasn't her fault. And so she felt unhealthy and guilty all the time. It all came to a head when Lisa and her husband went away on a beach vacation. One sunny Saturday evening, he snapped a picture of her walking on the sand. Lisa decided to send the picture to a group text with all her friends, but the response was devastating. Lisa's so-called friends were laughing at her weight behind her back. Only this time, they accidentally did it in the whole group text. Lisa was devastated. She felt betrayed. And the worst part was, a nagging voice in her mind believed their insults. She hated how she looked, and she constantly worried that her husband no longer found her attractive. Lisa knew it was time for a change. First off, she found some better friends. Next, she decided to do everything she could to fix her stubborn belly fat. And I'm so glad she did, because that extra belly fat is more than embarrassing. It's dangerous. It directly leads to problems with blood sugar. It increases the risk of heart attack in both men and women. If you're over 45, it increases your risk of stroke. And it sharply increases the risk that you'll need nursing home care as you age. I was concerned for Lisa, and it made me struggle with one big question. Why? Why was weight loss so difficult for Lisa, and difficult for so many men and women, when for others it's super easy? Like I mentioned, I help people lose weight every day. For a few lucky clients, it is super easy. The pounds melt off with barely any effort. But for most people, they're super strict with their diet and they sweat buckets in the gym, and it still feels like they're fighting a battle for every ounce they lose. And then it's a lifelong battle to keep off the weight. Why is it so different for some people? And is there anything we can do to make it easier for those unlucky ones? I had to find answers. Too many of my clients depended on it. That's when I learned about the injustice of what happened to Dr. Louise Light. She's one of the leading nutritionists in the country. She knows all about what foods will do what to our bodies. And in 1992, the United States Department of Agriculture approached Dr. Light to ask for help in crafting recommended dietary guidelines. She taught them the key foods every American should eat to keep their fat-burning enzymes at healthy levels. She designed a food pyramid for the government to share with everyone, but no one ever saw that food pyramid. Dr. Light said, "We were shocked to find out that the food guide was vastly different from the one we had developed. The agricultural department altered wording because it would have hurt sales. The corporate lobbies got the final word on the guidelines. The food pyramid that we all saw and trusted, it was a fraud. Food corporations and government bureaucrats colluded to cover up the real health guidelines, and instead gave us bad health advice because it made them more money. Lobbyists changed the guidelines from the world's top nutritionist. They doubled or even tripled the serving amounts that Dr. Light recommended. And in other cases, they shrank in half other serving amounts. The food pyramid that they published in 1992, it was taught to every school child, stuck on the back of all the cereal boxes, and taught like it would save all of our lives. But it was a scam. Food corporations colluded with government bureaucrats to create a food pyramid that failed to support your key fat-burning enzyme, because it tricked us into buying more of the foods that put the most money in the pockets of these corporations." At first, when I heard this, I thought, well, that wasn't until 1992, and not everyone follows the food pyramid. But here's the thing. The USDA had been colluding with these food corporations since the 1950s. Dr. Light thought she was coming in to fix the damage they were already causing, but they used her for good publicity and then doubled down on their awful dietary guidelines. This turned America's rising weight problem into a full-blown obesity epidemic. It was bubbling under the surface starting in the 1950s when the first versions of these guidelines were introduced. And then in the early 90s, when the food pyramid marketing infected every household, it took off. The CDC reports that in 1950, about 10% of Americans were overweight. In 1992, that had crawled up to about 15%. But that's the year the scam food pyramid was released. And in the years since then, the rate of overweight Americans has shot up to 42.4%. It's nearly tripled. Close to half of Americans are overweight now, when before the food pyramid, only 1 out of 6 were. Why? What was so unhealthy about these dietary recommendations? Well, it changed the way we eat. Before the 1950s, which was also the start of big corporate grocery stores, the American family ate local food, meat with fat and protein, homemade bread, enough fruits and vegetables to stay healthy. But then grocery stores made sliced bread easily available, plus breakfast cereals, oatmeals, packaged crackers, cookies, and processed carbs as far as the eye can see. These are great foods, and I won't tell you to stop eating them. But at the same time, the government started lying to us, telling everyone that we should only eat fats sparingly and base every meal around carbs, because secretly, carbs were the big moneymakers for those food corporations. And that's what we did. This was before Watergate, back when people still trusted their government. So loving mothers listened to the guidelines, and they fed their kids mostly carbs. Then those kids grew up and fed their kids in the same way, who then grew up and kept the awful habit going. All the while, our bodies were adapting. For so much of history, our cells burn carbs and protein and fat for energy. That's what fuels us. The energy we need to move around, for our brains to think, for our organs to keep working. But in just a few generations, this carbohydrate con job flooded our bodies with carbs. Again, the solution to this is not to cut out carbs. Don't think that for a second. But for decades, we were conned into thinking that fat was evil and carbs were straight from heaven. Then in 1992, when Dr. Light's food pyramid was deliberately turned upside down, it got really out of control. And our bodies adapted. Our cells learned to burn almost exclusively carbs for energy, not fat. This was a very real physical change inside our bodies. Our bodies were no longer efficiently burning our body fat. It happened because our kidneys lost their nutritional support for producing an enzyme called BHB. BHB tells the mitochondria inside your cells to break down fat and use it for energy. Without as much BHB, 2 things happen. First, when we do eat a lot of fat, we don't break it down very well, so we feel a little yucky. If you eat a big Baconator and a large fry, you're going to feel uncomfortable, right? That's because you don't have enough BHB to quickly convert that fat into energy. Here's the other thing that happens without enough BHB. Your body struggles to use your own body fat as energy. In other words, you can't burn belly fat or fat from your thighs, hips, arms, or anywhere else on your body. Before this corporate collusion hijacked our BHB, when our bodies needed energy, they would break down fat in our bellies, or on our thighs, or arms, or wherever it could find that fat. It would break it down and our cells would burn it for energy. But when our whole country was duped into cutting out fats and filling our plates with carbs, our daily nutrition stopped supporting healthy BHB levels. And over the generations, that's how our bodies stayed, no matter what we eat. So today, our bodies have forgotten how to burn fat. Every one of our cells needs energy, and it needs fuel to make that energy. But with low BHB, our bodies only want to burn sugar and carbs. That's fine for converting the food we eat into energy, but it means that our bodies refuse to burn off our body fat. Even if we diet like crazy, even if we exercise for hours every day, the way fat loss is supposed to work is that we make our body run out of energy, and then it uses our body fat as backup energy. Think about it. Exercise is supposed to use up your body's energy quicker, and a restrictive diet is supposed to stop your body from refueling. And then your body will use your belly fat. But because we're no longer supporting healthy levels of BHB, because our whole country trusted these dietary guidelines, diet and exercise aren't enough to make our bodies burn belly fat. It's true. And in 2020, there was massive scientific proof that I wouldn't be surprised if you never heard about. The mega food corporations didn't want anyone hearing about this. Food scientists studied men and women over 40 who had tried a popular diet like Jenny Craig, Atkins, paleo, even the Biggest Loser diet from the TV show. And what they found was downright depressing. After 6 months of effort on these diets, the average person had barely lost any weight. Certainly not enough to be noticeable, or to have a real effect on their health. And even that tiny bit of success was robbed from them, because when they checked in again a few months later, 90% of the participants had gained all the weight right back. Many were even heavier than when they started. For most people, dieting does not work. And if our conversation is hitting home with you right now, I'm going to guess that you fall into that majority of people. But don't worry, there's hope. What about exercise? Exercise is so good for you. It helps with blood pressure, mental health, digestion, practically every part of your body and mind. At least almost. I can't stress how much regular exercise will help you feel good about yourself and feel healthier. But one thing exercise isn't the best at is burning belly fat, at least for most people. That's what a recent review of medical studies showed, this time from doctors trained at Oxford University. They looked at weight loss attempts with exercise, studying the attempts over 34,000 men and women. The participants did light exercise by walking and counting steps, aerobic exercise like jogging or biking, or resistance training like lifting weights. Walking and weightlifting did nothing. And aerobic exercise like jogging only resulted in an average of 2 pounds lost. These doctors labeled these different workout plans as unlikely to achieve weight loss. The only type of exercise that had some effect was when participants practically made exercise their new religion. They're in the gym twice a day for hours at a time, or they're jogging for hours every day, running miles and miles. But most people don't have that kind of time. It's just not realistic. But remember, I'm still going to show you the dairy farm loophole that lets you lose as much weight as if you ran 5 miles every single day. It's so simple, and I'm so excited for you to try it out. Because as you've just seen, the science shows that diet and exercise don't get results for 90% of people. It doesn't matter how many salads you eat or how many miles you run, not if your cells refuse to burn body fat. After decades of dishonest dietary guidelines, our bodies are now not as efficient at producing BHB. Without enough BHB, our cells simply refuse to burn belly fat. For some people, it's worse than others. For people who have lucky genes, whose BHB stayed high despite this conspiracy, those are the people who today stay naturally skinny. For people who are kinda lucky, and their BHB stayed at moderate levels, those are the lucky few who can diet and exercise their way to being skinny. That was what worked for me. And I see it work for some of my clients. But for most people, they're not supporting healthy BHB levels. And so diet and exercise will always feel like pulling teeth just to lose a few ounces. After 2 generations of these unhealthy dietary guidelines, it's made a real, unfortunate change in our bodies. It's almost like you're stuck wherever you are. But I couldn't accept that. It's not right that some people will just never be able to lose weight. That some people might be doomed to feel like a failure whenever they try to diet. There had to be a solution. And I did find one pretty quickly, but it was worse than the problem. You might have heard of it, but please trust me when I say, do not try this. It's unhealthy, miserable, and I do not recommend it. I'm talking about a near zero carb keto diet. That's where you eat so few carbs that your liver thinks you're starving to death. So in a panic, it makes a bunch of BHB to tell your cells to burn body fat for fuel. Don't eat like that. There are real health risks to cutting out carbs completely. Our bodies need carbs. Not to mention, nobody wants to cut out potatoes, pasta, and bread. There might be a way to be happy without ever eating spaghetti and breadsticks, but I don't know what it is. So what's the solution? Is there a healthy way to support BHB levels? After 70 years of deception by food corporations and their government lackeys, our BHB levels lack proper nutritional support, and so our cells refuse to burn body fat as fuel. And the keto diet is just too unrealistic and too unhealthy for any serious health professional to recommend. So what's the solution? Is there a way to get the effects of keto without actually eating that way? Can we boost BHB, our body's #1 fat-burning enzyme, without starving ourselves? I tried for months to find an answer. Then, One day, I was reading a new weight loss study about America's farm towns, specifically dairy farm towns. See, some American scientists saw a study that was performed in China, where they compared various health factors between people who lived in cities, people who lived in suburbs, and people who lived in rural dairy towns. The main factors they looked at were weight gain and diet. But here's what caught my attention. Even though people who lived in cities were, on average, more overweight than people who lived in rural areas, there was one strange exception. The scientists reported that the daily intake of milk and dairy products was negatively correlated with BMI. In other words, the more milk and dairy that people ate, the more skinny they were. That didn't make sense. Whole milk, cream, butter, these things are full of calories. How did eating more of them lead to being skinnier? A team of American scientists had this same question. They created their own study here in the US, in a small dairy town appropriately called Calcium, in upstate New York. 116 men and women lost an average of 13.2 pounds each. And they did it by adding more milk to their diet. Now hold up a second. I thought this couldn't be right. Milk, especially whole fat milk, butter, and cream make people gain weight, not lose weight, right? I looked at studies that tried to reproduce these results, and I was right. 9 times out of 10, if you add more dairy to your diet, you'll gain weight. But sometimes, adding dairy makes you lose weight? There's something we were missing here. What was so different in this Chinese study? And what was so different about the small dairy town of Calcium, New York? I consulted with doctors and my fellow nutritionists, and I dove deep into the studies. Here's what I discovered. Milk in China is raw, not pasteurized like the milk sold here in US grocery stores. And in a small dairy town like Calcium, most folks aren't drinking pasteurized milk either. They're drinking it fresh. When milk is pasteurized, it's heated up and then cooled down super fast, so it can kill bacteria without curdling the cream. It's definitely a good thing that the milk in our grocery stores is pasteurized. A lot more people would get sick if it weren't. But that flash heating process does damage to some fat molecules inside the milk. It turns out that raw milk is a great source of a special type of fat molecule. These fat molecules are made of an average of 9 carbon atoms. So some scientists call them 9C fats. They get broken down when milk is pasteurized, but in fresh raw milk, they're whole and healthy. And these 9C fats are the secret to melting pounds off your belly, because they stimulate the production of BHB in your body. Remember BHB? That's the enzyme that stopped receiving proper nutritional support after 2 generations of deception from corporations and government. And BHB is the same enzyme that the keto diet will switch back on, while also making you miserable and wrecking your health in so many other ways. But when you drink a glass of fresh milk that's filled with these 9C fats, they rush to your liver and tell it to pump out more BHB enzymes. That's how the people in that Chinese study stayed so skinny while eating so much dairy. And that's why in the US, while most people who drink a lot of milk gain weight, the people in the dairy town of Calcium, New York drank milk and lost so much weight. Because when you drink raw, never pasteurized milk, it's full of 9C fat molecules. These 9C fat molecules optimize your BHB, and your body suddenly remembers how to burn fat for energy. Not just the fat that you eat, but also the fat that's already on your body. That increased BHB tells your cells to burn the fat off your belly, butt, thighs, arms, and anywhere else it stubbornly hangs on. Even if you're still eating yummy foods like pasta, cake, or chips and dip, these 9C fat molecules are the key to no longer feeling like your body fat controls you. And it turns out that raw milk is a fantastic source. But there's a problem. There's a reason why we pasteurize milk. 99% of the time you drink raw milk, you'll be fine. But there can be some bad bacteria in there. Just a couple years ago, a senator wanted to prove that raw milk was perfectly safe. So he drank a glass of it on the Senate floor. He ended up super sick. So I really don't recommend that you drink raw milk. Not unless it's your own dairy cow and you know 100% that she's healthy. And you know the milk has been perfectly refrigerated from the time the cow was milked to the time you drink it. Otherwise, there's a risk. And let's be honest, where do you even get raw milk? Most grocery stores don't want that liability, so they don't stock it. What I'm saying is, raw milk isn't a good option. So I looked for other ways to get 9C fats. The good news is, in addition to my work as a nutritionist and personal trainer, I'm also an advisor with the health organization WellMe. WellMe has a team of doctors, pharmacists, and researchers who have designed industry-leading supplements. They've built a reputation for innovative health solutions that are found in nature and backed by solid research. So I took my problem to them, and together, we found another source of 9C fats, a special coconut extract that pulls out these fats and turns them into a powder. You can even mix this powder in with milk, so it's like you're getting the benefits of raw milk without the risk. And the research behind it is seriously impressive. In fact, it's proof you do not need to try the keto diet. Research at the prestigious University of Auckland Nutrition Center found that 9C molecules raise your BHB even more than a strict keto diet. And with higher BHB, your cells will finally see your body fat as a good fuel source, which is why so many studies are showing seriously impressive weight loss. In one study from Temple University in Pennsylvania, doctors found that taking 9C molecules every day increased your fat burning just as much as fasting for 12 hours. Would you rather starve yourself from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. or mix 9C powder into a glass of milk? I know which I would choose. And take a look at this study from Columbia University. Participants who had 9C molecules with breakfast lost just as much weight as if they ran 5 miles every day. Now, I enjoy jogging, but even I can't commit to 5 miles every single day. So obviously, it's so much easier to add a serving of 9C molecules to your breakfast. Studies like these and dozens of others show 2 things about 9C fat molecules. Number 1, it's so much easier than the alternatives. Number 2, it gets real, consistent, long-lasting results. As I worked with the team at WellMe to find the best way to deliver 9C fat molecules to our clients, we realized that there are other complementary ingredients that can help get even stronger results to your BHB and weight loss. Researchers in Florida found that an amino acid called L-theanine helps amplify the effects of BHB. So 9C fat molecules help your body produce more BHB. And then L-theanine works alongside your BHB to tell your cells to burn up your belly fat. And finally, following the advice of expert doctors and nutritionists, we added in a blend of B vitamins. According to a 2019 study published in the medical journal Nutrients, people who consume more B vitamins are 38% less likely to be overweight. This became our final formula: 9C fat molecules, L-theanine, the B vitamin blend. To be absolutely sure that we had the best weight loss solution available, we brought our formula to other specialists for review. Here's what one shared with me. The 9C fat molecules are a game changer. They get at the real reason that people fight so hard to lose weight. They don't have enough BHB, so no amount of exercise or dieting will get their bodies to burn fat. But with 9C fat molecules, they finally can, which is so important because being overweight is so dangerous in terms of heart health and blood sugar health. This formula is going to help people not just lose weight, but also stay active and healthy for years to come. With that endorsement, we were ready to start sharing it with our clients. To start off, I shared it with a friend who had struggled for years to lose weight. Here's what he said.
Day 1, I mixed it into a glass of milk with breakfast. The first thing I noticed was that I had more energy throughout the morning and into the afternoon. It really made my workday nicer. I was full, happy, and focused. Then I weighed myself at the end of the week. I'd lost 9 pounds. I didn't change what I was eating. I didn't add any crazy exercise routines. But over the next few weeks, I lost a total of 31 pounds. I feel great. My wife can't keep her hands off me, and my doctor says my blood pressure and heart rate are way healthier.
Can you imagine your doctor telling you that? That all the health concerns he's been warning will creep up on you because of your weight? That you can't stop worrying about those? How great will that feel? You'll be so proud of yourself. And you should be. I know Lisa was when she used 9C fat molecules to achieve her own weight loss. She finally shrunk her belly, all the while eating her favorite foods. Today, she's no longer worried what her friends might say about her appearance. For one, she found nicer friends. And 2, with this blend of nutrients, she loves how she looks. And her family is so proud of her and so happy to know that her health has improved. When we saw this success, we knew we'd found something special. I'd seen the scientific proof that this could make a real difference in people's lives. Through my position as the Chief Nutrition Advisor at WellMe, I worked with our team to create BioVanish, a chocolate powdered drink mix that contains precise doses of 9C fat molecules, L-theanine, and B vitamins. And so far, I'm thrilled with all the people it's helped.
For me, anytime my clothes are too tight, that's a moment of realization that I've got to do something about my weight, because I do not like the feeling of tight clothes. About 3 days after I started BioVanish, I hopped on the scale and I was pretty surprised to see results. BioVanish, not only have I lost the stubborn 5 pounds that I've been trying to get off for months, but it's also given me just the energy to get through the day. And that is wonderful, because I'm not feeling like I need cravings or I'm needing extra food or a larger lunch or a larger dinner. I gotta tell you, I just feel a whole lot more confident. I'm happier, I'm more relaxed, and to feel my actual weight, like my goal weight, is just such a good feeling. I love it when my clothes are not too tight. I love it when I don't feel my pants waistband digging into my skin. I love it when I can just zip things up and actually just wear anything in my closet. So for me, that's freedom. That's just super. I love being able to feel that way.
I am 30 years old. I am a mother of 5. So it's pretty hectic here where I'm at. I would go and put my jeans on and I couldn't quite get the button. And that's how I came to the determination that I needed to lose this weight. I can't fit my jeans anymore. What's going on? So that was really an eye-opener. I have lost 6 pounds. 6 pounds. And I must say, I am able to fit in my jeans. And I wasn't able to before. So I'm very, very happy with this product. I wake up in the morning, this is the first thing that I do. I thought it was gonna be nasty like some other vitamins. It really has a really amazing smell to it. It's got like a chocolate, like a very light chocolate milk kind of smell to it. I thought it was going to be so nasty. Mixing it with water, I was really nervous, but honestly, it is so good. It's so good. I could drink this all day. The taste is amazing.
I have been taking BioVanish, this stuff right here, for 30 days, 1 month. And in that time period, I have lost 13 pounds. And that's 13 pounds without me changing anything. I didn't change my eating habits, or I did not increase or decrease the amount of exercise that I have been getting over the last year. And I've lost 13 pounds. And the only thing that I changed was I started taking the BioVanish.
BioVanish works because it's the first supplement designed to counteract the changes to our natural BHB caused by the food corporations hijacking U.S. dietary regulations for so long. Each serving contains the 3 nutrients and vitamins in the exact clinically proven quantities that support your body's production of BHB. So even when you're sleeping or relaxing in front of the TV, your cells will be burning your body fat. To be clear, BioVanish is not a stimulant. It doesn't send your whole body into overdrive or overheat your metabolism. Not like a green coffee pill or caffeine shot, or whatever else people try to scam you with. It's just natural ingredients. A special type of fat molecule, a natural amino acid, and vitamin B. And these nutrients encourage your liver to make more BHB. It's your body's own BHB that will do the hard work of telling your cells to start burning your body fat. It's important to me that I'm crystal clear about this, that BioVanish delivers natural ingredients which help reawaken a natural process in your body. No jitters, no wide-eyed anxiety, just living your normal life while your cells remember how to burn fat when they need energy. You're likely itching to get your hands on BioVanish and take the first step on your own weight loss journey. And there's 2 reasons why you don't want to miss this opportunity. First, the billion-dollar weight loss industry would love nothing more than to shut us down. and keep you hooked on their expensive programs that never work and only ever make you feel bad about yourself. I can't guarantee how long this offer will be online. The second reason I'm encouraging you to act right now is that sourcing our ingredients isn't exactly a walk in the park. We went big for this batch of BioVanish, but the demand has been nothing short of astonishing. Our star player is the 9C fats. These aren't your average dietary components. We're talking about the purest, most potent form of 9C fats out there. They work by curbing your appetite and supercharging your metabolism. And you won't find this kind of effectiveness from any other supplement, period. And let's not forget our powerful inclusion of L-theanine, which helps your body burn fat, along with a blend of essential B vitamins that enhance your daily energy and weight loss journey. These components are unique in their potency, and the premium versions are not easy to source. They could run out at any moment. So here's the deal. Right now, we have BioVanish in stock, but I can't promise how long that stock will last. Don't miss your shot to claim your own supply. You don't want to squeeze into your pants tomorrow and feel a pang of regret that you missed your chance to finally drop those extra pounds. Let's talk numbers for a second. What's the cost of missing out on BioVanish and doing nothing? The price tag for inaction? Brace yourself. A woman struggling with weight issues can easily spend upwards of $100,000 on treatments, diets, and gimmicks over a lifetime, especially if you include the medical costs of the health impact of being overweight. That's money you could otherwise spend on a new wardrobe every season, a luxury holiday, or even a comfortable nest egg for those golden years. But to see all that vanish because you didn't take action, that's a tough realization. If you're thinking of concocting your own weight loss remedy, be warned. The ingredients alone for a 30-day supply could easily cost you a cool $300. So pricing BioVanish at $300 a bottle makes sense, right? After all, it's an all-in-one solution. You skip the difficult hassle of finding the premium sources of these ingredients and guessing at the proper doses and ratios to instead get everything ready to go in BioVanish. But we're not going to ask you to pay $300 per bottle. In fact, with today's introductory offer from WellMe, you won't even pay that much for 6 bottles. What about $200 per bottle? Don't sweat it. You're not spending that. Even $100 per bottle is off the table. Take a look below and prepare to be floored by today's generous discounts. Why are we doing this? I want to offer real relief to women who felt helpless to lose weight. It's what I do every day in my award-winning gym. But obviously, I can't offer personal training to every woman in America. And so, we have BioVanish. And I'm keeping the price at a comfortable level because the more lives that BioVanish changes, the more those folks will spread the word. It all leads to offering a helping hand to as many women as possible. But be warned, this presentation is going viral, and our BioVanish stock is dwindling faster than we anticipated. We can't guarantee when we'll have more. So, act now. Secure your supply, snag this incredible discount, and never look back. Here's what some of our thrilled customers are saying.
And I've been trying BioVanish for the last month or so. I went from 252, 255 down to 215 in a matter of 3 weeks. It worked very well for me. I really enjoyed it. It improved my energy level, and it also helped me to walk better and to run better so I could exercise more, and I felt more like going outside, so I started swimming a lot and just use BioVanish at least once a day, and I really enjoyed it. Another thing is that I encouraged my other friends to use it too, and so they tried it in Maricopa County and Mesa, Arizona area, and they started losing weight as well. So I have one child and I'm able to keep up with him a lot better now. So I lost around 30-40 pounds, and I enjoyed it, every bit of it. It tastes just like cocoa. So do try it out.
I knew I had to do something about my weight when I got my CDL and I left my boyfriend. I moved to Key West and I was embarrassed. I was way too heavy and I really felt like I just had to do something. I've done a couple of things to try to lose weight. One was a boot camp, and that worked. I lost about 20 pounds, but it didn't last too long. And another, I tried juicing, and that also worked. Then I gained the weight back. I knew BioVanish was working for me when I was about 5 days into taking it. I knew I was feeling better, but I couldn't argue with the scale. I had already lost 3 pounds. I'm really happy I found out about BioVanish because I've gained so much confidence with the weight that I've lost. It only took me a month to lose 25 pounds, but I'm keeping it off and I have a lot more get up and go. I'm very happy. I've never felt this happy in my entire life, and I just feel like I have a lot to look forward to. I have an idea for a business now, and I want to write a book. So I'm just stoked, really.
This next part is of key importance. I'd recommend giving BioVanish, at minimum, a solid 30-day trial. Each morning, mix 1 scoop into a glass of water, milk, or milk alternative. You'll likely start to feel the appetite-curbing effects of those potent 9C fats within just a few days. But the rest of the powerful ingredients, like L-theanine and the B vitamin blend, need a little time to kickstart your metabolism and provide that energy boost for weight loss. To be clear, the longer you use BioVanish, the more momentum you gain on your weight loss journey. Our customers understand this. Most are opting for the 3 or even 6 month supplies at a time. People who claim a 1 month supply mostly just want to get a glimpse of their weight loss potential. People who claim a 3 month supply are looking for more than just a change in the scale. They want the freedom to embrace life with confidence and vitality, to be there for their families, feeling their best and most energetic self. And if you're investing in the 6 month supply of BioVanish, you're in it for the long haul. You're steadfast in your resolve to not only shed those extra pounds, but to maintain a healthy weight and vibrant energy long into the future. Let me level with you. It takes our facility at WellMe 2 to 3 months just to produce a batch of BioVanish. So these jars could easily command a higher price. But you know what? We're not part of those massive corporations that sell weight loss plans or diet pills. That means we don't answer to investors clamoring for every penny. We've priced this competitively because we want as many women as possible to unlock the benefits of BioVanish. Truth be told, we're barely breaking even. Acquiring those high-quality ingredients like 9C fats and putting them through rigorous quality checks and production, it's a pricey endeavor. And don't forget, for a limited window, we're shouldering the shipping costs in the US when you select the larger bundle. So, make your choice below and we'll expedite your order straight away. I can't stress enough. Opt for the 3 or 6 month package. Not just because it delivers unmatched value for your investment, but also because WellMe provides a satisfaction guarantee. Still on the fence? Let me take any risk onto my own shoulders. Purchase 1 bottle, 3 bottles, or 6 bottles of BioVanish today. Give it a whirl. Witness the transformation, and then make your judgment. Either you love your slimming down body, or you can drop us an email and we'll refund your entire purchase price. Our contact info is right on the packaging. Think of your investment like a refundable deposit. You either love the new you, or you get your money back. So click below, secure your supply of BioVanish, and join the community of women who've rediscovered their zest for life. Our warehouse team is on standby, poised to package up and ship out your order. No hidden expenses, no recurring bills. The price you see is what you pay. Plain and simple. Concerned about finances? Set that aside. You've got 6 months to claim a refund. However, judging by the emails I receive daily from thrilled customers, you're more likely to write in about how BioVanish has reshaped your journey to better health and confidence. Picture this. You're waking up and the first thing you feel isn't shame or hesitation about your body. That depressing weight of self-doubt vanished. You rise from bed not with hesitancy, but with a newfound sense of pride. Your mornings are marked by excitement and positivity. Feel that? That's you looking in the mirror and seeing a woman empowered, not one defined by her weight. You've not just reshaped your body, you've recaptured your spirit, your confidence, your grace. Imagine attending your best friend's party or a family gathering. You're not self-consciously tugging at your dress or avoiding group photos. You're in the spotlight, fully there, radiating happiness, not bound by your past weight struggles. Visualize a day out shopping with friends. You're not settling for clothes that just fit. You're picking outfits that flaunt your silhouette, that show off who you are, and that make you feel vibrant and beautiful. You're making choices, not compromises. Close your eyes. Embrace the sweet sensation of feeling good about yourself. You're not merely existing, you're thriving, savoring each day without the stress of weight-related concerns looming over you. And this is but a glimpse of the confidence and liberation you'll enjoy after just 2 or 3 months with BioVanish. Remember, shipping in the US is free when you choose the larger supply. By now, I'm guessing you're eager to seize this life-changing offer, lock in these unprecedented savings, and make the most empowering health decision of your life. But I'm not done sweetening the deal for you. When you order a 60 or 90-day supply of BioVanish today, you'll also receive 2 free gifts valued at over $300. These are digital books that will help you out right away. They'll put you on the right track, so when your BioVanish arrives on your doorstep, you can enjoy even faster and stronger results. Free gift number 1 is called Keto Weight Loss Without the Keto Diet. This guide reveals 5 groundbreaking strategies to trigger cellular ketosis, the natural fat-burning process that's the goal of strict and miserable keto diets. It's also how BioVanish helps you lose weight. With the strategies in this guide, you'll get even faster, simpler results from your BioVanish, and you won't need any strict dietary changes. For instance, one of our 5 strategies involves drinking a simple glass of water, but drinking it at exactly the right time of day. Another involves adding 1 simple front yard habit after each meal. With the strategies in Keto Weight Loss Without the Keto Diet, you can kickstart your weight loss even before your BioVanish arrives on your front porch. Free gift number 2 is called Sleep Better to Burn Fat. This digital book unravels the intricate relationship between quality sleep and efficient fat burning. You'll discover 5 game-changing strategies to optimize your sleep patterns in order to naturally enhance your body's fat-burning mechanisms. For example, one method reveals how a white noise machine, even a box fan, can keep you in your deep sleep cycles for longer, and in turn, boost your metabolism. Say goodbye to exhaustive workouts and restrictive diets. With this book, learn how refining your sleep can be the key to unlocking a leaner physique. Embrace a holistic, effortless approach to weight loss, starting with your pillow. These bonuses are designed to supercharge the results you'll get from your jars of BioVanish. You can start benefiting from them right away while waiting for your shipment to arrive. So, go ahead and choose your savings package below to complete your order. Now, it's about time to wrap up, which means it's decision time. I understand that you've felt weighed down for so long. You've felt like there's no way out, or you've been afraid that if you just had enough willpower, you'd lose the weight. I'm here to tell you that it's not your fault. We've been tricked and deceived by billionaire CEOs colluding with government bureaucrats. Our fat-burning enzymes have been shut down. But now, you've seen the proof that the 9C fat molecules inside BioVanish can wake up those enzymes so your cells see body fat as a fuel source again. It's like a shortcut to get the same results as the keto diet without attempting those unhealthy carb restrictions. And now that you know this, you've got 2 options. First options, you walk away. If you did, imagine how you'd feel tomorrow. If you close this window right now and decide not to try BioVanish for yourself, almost nothing will be different. Not tomorrow, except for a nagging feeling that you missed out on a big opportunity. But then over the next few weeks and months, your weight will continue to go up because it's not staying still right now, is it? It's slowly getting worse. Maybe you're worried about blood sugar or blood pressure. Maybe your joints occasionally ache. Maybe you're exhausted all the time, or you get brain fog. As long as you're overweight, these concerns will only weigh heavier on your mind. So a month from today, or a year from today, you'll be slipping down this downhill minefield, waiting for the next belly fat disaster to hit. You've already tried all the escape routes you know of. Diet, exercise, fad diets. It doesn't work because your fat-burning enzyme BHB has been hijacked. So you'll still be powerless. But you're about to stop all that. When you click below to claim your supply of BioVanish, then even tonight will feel amazing. How's that? After all, you won't even have your jars yet. But you'll feel so great because you'll know you've made a change. You saw an opportunity to take control of your life and you said, yes, I'm going to be the type of person who goes after what I want, who sees a chance and takes it. Think about it. When you get a raise at work, you feel great right away, don't you? Even though you don't see the money in your check for another week or two. It's the same thing here. A new feeling of optimism will join you the rest of the day, tomorrow, and the coming days while you get excited about your BioVanish arriving in the mail. And then when you do receive it, that's when the real fun begins. Mix in a scoop with water, milk, or a milk alternative first thing in the morning. You'll immediately feel boosted energy throughout your day. You'll feel more relaxed and have less cravings. And then over the next few weeks, you'll watch the scales start to go down. You'll feel your pants squeezing you less and less. How much did you lose the last time you tried? 5 pounds? Most people lose less than 10 and then gain it right back. But in just a month from today, you could be well past that goal. And this time, that fat is staying off for good because you've optimized your body's fat-burning enzyme BHB. You'll feel so proud of yourself. I want you to feel that way, to know for sure that you're worth so much. You deserve to be happy and to love how you look and feel. You deserve to hear good news from your doctor and to see those hungry eyes from your husband or wife. You deserve to be healthy and active, and it all starts by waking up your fat-burning enzymes with BioVanish. The first step down this new path is right in front of you. Just click the button to claim your supply of BioVanish. It's a small step that will set you on a weight loss journey that's steady, healthy, and easy. There's no risk with the Well Me Satisfaction Guarantee. You've got 6 full months to test it out for yourself. But please, get started right away. Because remember, our supplies have been low lately because of the crazy past few years. That's why I recommend claiming the 3 or 6 month supply. That's also how you'll get the strongest results. Thanks to the healing power of nature and to the hard work of doctors and scientists like those in the medical studies you saw, we now know that healthy, steady weight loss can be easy. A natural serving of 9C fat molecules can optimize your fat loss enzyme BHB and let you lose weight without even thinking about it. That's the simple weight loss journey I want to help you on. You deserve a simple path to health and happiness. Click below right now. I'll see you on the next page. If you're still here, I'm going to assume 2 things about you. 1, you badly want to lose weight, and you're hopeful that reawakening your BHB enzymes is the way to do it. And 2, you still have a few questions. It's good to have questions. I'm glad that you do. That means you take your health seriously. And people like you are the ones who follow through on opportunities like this. Let me go through a few of the most common questions we get so you can be even more confident in your decision to start your weight loss journey with BioVanish. What are 9C fats? They're the main ingredient inside BioVanish. As you've seen, 9C fats are fat molecules that have an average of 9 carbon molecules. You might have also heard them called medium chain triglycerides or MCTs. How do I know BioVanish will work for me? Well, you've seen the studies that showed how 9C fat molecules boost your levels of the fat-burning enzyme BHB, and how men and women lose at least 1 to 3 pounds per week without even thinking about it. I've also shared a few of the experiences of my clients and friends and how their daily serving of 9C fat molecules help them lose 10, 20, or even 30 or more pounds. But the only way to know if this will work for you is to try it for yourself. How many jars should I order? I recommend stocking up with our 6-jar option, or at least 3-jar option. That way, BioVanish has plenty of time to start boosting your BHB, which in turn will get to work burning away your extra fat. The longer you take BioVanish, the better it works. So grab that 3 or 6 bottle supply for some seriously impressive weight loss. What if it's not everything I'm hoping? Then you get your money back. It's that simple. Either BioVanish gets you thrilled with your smaller belly, your increased energy, and your improved health and confidence, or we refund you. Try it out for up to 6 months from the date of purchase. And if you're anything less than thrilled with your results, you get your money back. How long does it take to work? Everyone's body is different. If you're more than 30 pounds overweight, you may see results a lot quicker than someone who's only 5 pounds overweight. The best way to know for sure is to try it for yourself. One more customer story before we go.
So before trying BioVanish, I have kind of always struggled with my weight. I've tried various means of diet and exercise. I've taken the diet pills. I've starved myself. I've done extreme exercise. And none of it really produced like long-term results. It was about 2 weeks in. I woke up, I had more energy than normal, was able to accomplish daily tasks without feeling like they were tasks. And I noticed that I had lost a few pounds on the scale. So I am pleased to report that I have lost a little over 10 pounds since I started taking BioVanish.
That's what I want you to feel. That's what you deserve to feel. Everyone does. So please, you've seen the 6-month guarantee. You've seen the scientific proof and the thousands of happy men and women who are losing weight already. Claim your supply of BioVanish right now. I'm Andrea Taylor, and I'll see you on the next page.